Hi everyone, welcome to week 2 of shelter in place and how it's impacting our real estate market. Full disclosure, I am professional on top and wearing sweatpants and Uggs on the bottom, but I'm sure you can all relate to that this week as you've probably had your own meetings and video conference calls. So today our topics include forbearance and how it can help current homeowners by delaying payments for 90 days, appraisals and their status as of right now, real estate as a non-essential business during SIP and the seriousness of that, and our responsibility as realtors to set boundaries with our clients to help the common good, and also my thoughts on unemployment rates, how they can impact us later, and then just a general thought of the day that I hope you find interesting or inspiring. So, all right, let's get started. Forbearance. So forbearance, most lenders are currently allowing 90 days of no mortgage payments without dinging your credit or even causing you to pay at the end of that 90 days. Instead, what they're doing is they're adding 3 months of payments at the end, so you're just putting them off. But this is so helpful because, as we know here, a large majority of people's budgets go to your housing. And I can imagine that 3 months of not paying a mortgage could really make a huge difference right now. So the important thing here is don't just assume that everyone has forbearance. You need to call. You need to call your service provider, your lender, to make sure that you can get this. I've heard it's pretty easy. It's a 5-minute phone call. It is becoming standard. So call and get it in writing. The reason that you need to get this in writing is because some of you will have direct lenders that you're paying the mortgage and it's going to the owner of that loan every month, but others have service providers and they're middlemen. They do not own that loan. So you don't want to stop paying and get dinged later on your credit or look as if you have not been paying your mortgage. So get it in writing. For those loan servicers, from what I have heard, the government is setting up temporary funds to bridge that gap because the owners of your loan may not accept the forbearance, but it could still be offered to you. And make sure to do that. That's extremely important to call, get it in writing, and spread the word because this is nationally and there are a lot of people that this would make a huge difference for and they just may not be aware of it. So that is number 1, forbearance. If you have questions on that, give me a call. And like I said, the best thing to do is call your loan servicer. All right, second topic, appraisals. When I made the video last week, I believe that most appraisal management companies had really shut down all operations and they were no longer doing appraisals. I myself was able to get one. I'm not sure how, and I heard that from coworkers as well. But as of this week, a lot of lenders, not all, but I think it will be, people will follow suit. A lot of lenders are allowing desktop appraisals or what we call drive-by appraisals, where the appraiser, him or herself, does not have to actually go into the home and can use the comparable market sales to determine value of the house. And the things we use now, like great photography, 3D tours, these are all very helpful for them. So that is good news for anyone who's in contract already, that they can still have appraisals done and be able to close on their homes that they're in contract for right now. And I say that for people who are already in contract because this is a really important point. Real estate is not deemed an essential business during SIP. Banking is, escrow is, you can still close deals you've already been in contract for, but it is illegal for me to actually be meeting you at a property, even just to open the door and stay outside. That is something that is not prudent at this time. I believe as realtors we have a standard and professional etiquette that we need to pass on and set expectations for you as clients because we want to do our part in making sure that everyone remains safe and that we do not continue spreading this virus. I'm sad to say that in one of my negotiations coaching programs, here locally that there are 3 agents who are continuing to show homes over the last week who have contracted the virus, and their clients also have it. I don't know where it came from. Of course, there could be many sources, but remember, this is a sticky virus. It stays alive on hard surfaces, metals, wood, things like that. On the Princess Cruise Line that came back, it showed to stay on surfaces for up to 17 days. And in houses, they're all hard surfaces, right? So we need to be really careful right now and honor that. And I just want to let everyone know that the market will still be here. There is going to be pent-up inventory. There are going to be buyers who are just putting things on pause and will still buy after this is over. And I do feel confident about that. I don't have a crystal ball, but real estate is a people business based on what you want to achieve in your life and having a roof over your head. So it can wait. And you know, that's something I feel strongly about that I wanted to share with you. Unemployment. We're obviously seeing huge amounts of claims for unemployment right now. Just a thought that I had. I mean, I know that there are a lot of businesses that need to furlough employees right now so that they have the ability to actually claim unemployment. Businesses that are small, medium, large, that may not be able to continue paying employees even if they want to, because it will just result in them going out of business. It is not the best solution, or it's not the best case scenario, but it is a solution. And I know a lot of these businesses are making commitments to their employees of, hey, you still have a job after this is lifted. We just want to still be around so that we can offer you that job. So for me, when I think about the unemployment numbers that come in, I'm taking them with a grain of salt, because I hope that a lot of these people, this is a temporary, solution to have some money coming in that they can pick up at their jobs once SIP is lifted. I'm not an economist. It's just something to consider. And, I am trying to support small businesses as much as I can right now, whether that be, ordering takeout or pick up food, whether that be, supporting the businesses I know that are trying to do their best. And I'm not trying to spend a lot of money on unnecessary things right now, but I also want to make sure that some of these businesses are still alive and well at the end of this. So that leaves me to my thought of the day. And my thought of the day is that true character is determined not in good times, but in hard times. And this is something that I remember so strongly realizing when I was at NetApp early in my career when I was in tech. And it was during 2008 through 10, and it was a hard time, and there were layoffs. And I remember that our leadership team actually flew to all of the different sites where they had to do layoffs, and in person they presented their unemployment packages and told people face to face and answered questions. And I remember feeling like it was during those hard times they didn't hide. They were there, and they gave great packages and helped people find other jobs and get on their feet. And that's why I felt that it was a good company that actually truly cared about people. We have to make hard decisions sometimes, but I know that as a consumer, I want to continue supporting businesses that are doing their best for their employees, doing their best to also help our communities. And I think that'll be an interesting transition as we come out of this. Maybe we realize that there are things that we don't need, or we're being more careful with our spend, but also supporting those businesses that did the right thing during these hard times. So that's my thought of the day, and something that I think is great, if you're able to, if you still have job stability, is to think about maybe those services in your life where you can't have your cleaner come to your house, or your gardener come to your house, or your nail lady, even whatever it is, those people that really cannot work right now, can you send them some money over Venmo? Can you help support them during this time? I know that's a big ask. It's just an idea. So do what you'd like, but I hope that you found this helpful and interesting, and I will be back next week with more information. I also will have a weekly email going out with the series of videos, a weekly recipe, some fun ideas, and keep it, as positive and optimistic as we can right now. I hope that you're doing well, that you're staying healthy, and if you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. I've had a lot of calls this week, and it's really good just to have human connection. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And yeah, this weekend I'm going to work on my garden. So bye.